Hello friends, and welcome back to Vlogmas day 21. Okay, another day where I had certain plans on what I was going to make today, and a little bit of a wrench thrown in my mix. I didn't realize that Jean was going to be home early and I had to do some other work. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with showing you my nails. I ended up not eating the sausage soup because Jay treated me to nails and a pedicure, and that was great. I haven't had nails on for like 3 years, and I've always had longer nails. So that was fun, and took me to dinner, and that was great. So great big thank you to Jay, and I want to show you what he grabbed me, and then I'll lower you down. I needed an old box grater because my blades to my Ninja food processor went into storage, and he found this one, which also holds a cup of something that you shred. So that's awesome because I need that blade for 2 recipes that are going to be coming up. So Jay grabbed me that as well. Great big thank you, thank you, thank you. I wasn't going to go because I was so tired yesterday. I just did a lot, and I'm glad that I went because now I feel a little bit like the old Mel with my nails done. I don't feel as naked, and it'll look better in the videos. So I'm going to try to do what I can today because Jean got out of work, or she'll be out of work early. Let me rephrase myself. Her first job, she got out of work early. She went to her other one, and I only have X amount of time to get things done. Then I realized I left a big bag of gold medal flour from Sam's in my hatch, so I had to go out there and get that because, you know, when you're baking, you go through a lot. All right. Who doesn't agree with me that just a normal batch of Nestle Toll House cookies, you can never go wrong? So I think I'm going to start off with that. At least I think. Just going to have to roll with me here. Everything's out of whack. I had the oven preheating at 350 because that's usually the normal temperature for cookies. And yes, I think we're just going to roll with this today. And we are going to make some Nestle Toll House cookies for starters. I'm just going to pull out all the cups. Well, there's one that's missing. A full cupper. I don't know where that's at. Okay. Pull out the cups. Got the measuring spoons. I have butter that's out. But if you know, this kitchen's always pretty cold. So, let's see. Yeah, I have to probably use this one cupper until I can locate Jean's other one. Alrighty, let's put the paddle attachment on and get started with making a good old batch of Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. Alright, let me bring you down. Okay, I'm going to start off 2 large eggs from my chickens, and I always like to crack them in a separate bowl, but I'm trying to get you adjusted. Okay, let's start off 2 eggs from the girls. I didn't even collect eggs yet today because my day's thrown all out of whack. And then, where's my, here? I'm going to put the eggshells in here for the chickens. Alrighty. Next on the list. And yes, I'm going to look at the recipe. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 sticks of butter softened. This kitchen's always cold. Let me grab the sugar. I'm going to put 3/4 cup of white sugar in the mixer. Let me double check that. Where'd it go? Yes, 3/4 cup granulated sugar. We're going to need 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Here's the 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar going in. And I'm going to want to mix my sugar up. My white sugar is getting a little lumpy. I'm not sure if it's from being over near that door or what the situation is, so I want to let this run for just a minute. Okay, so I just ran that for just a second, and now we're going to go in with the butter. Normally I don't do that. I'll do the butter first and cream it, but if I have to run it in another minute or two, no big deal. So 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. It's going to go in. Like so. And we're going to start creaming this. And like I said, this kitchen's always cold, so it might take a minute for that to all cream together. Okay, this butter, I don't know if you could see this, is really, really cold. So I'm going to get a scraper. I'm going to scrape that down, and I'm going to just keep mixing it until it becomes smooth. Okay, I have that pretty well incorporated now. Let me move this out of the way and bring you all closer so you can see inside the bowl. I'm going to lower it. I had to take a butter knife and actually cut it in. Okay, we're going to go in with a teaspoon of real vanilla. So right on in, and we're going to turn this on so that it creams in the vanilla. And then we're going to add our eggs one at a time. So I just want to make sure that butter is good to go. We're going to put in 1 egg at a time. We're going to start creaming it. You could say, it's a basic recipe. That's okay. I'll be basic for the day. Because I don't know who doesn't love a Nestle Toll House cookie. And I wanted to make my own batch. I'm not making a double batch. I'm just making a single batch. Normal batch, I guess you should say. For me. You can see some sticking to the bottom of the bowl. Let me grab a scraper. I want to scrape that before I go to the next step. I put parchment paper on 2 cookie sheets. I don't have the oven on yet, but we're going to give this a scrape because the middle. And everybody's eggs, when you have real chickens, like backyard chickens, each egg could be different. So let's cream this some more. You want it nice and creamy. We're going to turn it up a notch. Okay, and now, because I wasn't sure what I was doing today, I don't have the ingredients out in advance, like the flour and whatnot, so we need 2 1/4 cups all-purpose flour. So let's start with that. If you hear anything, you're most likely going to hear chickens. I'm trying to use up, because I filled up my flour bowl, so I take the old off and put the new in. Okay, I'm going to need I use a butter knife to always level my flour. So this is one going in. Okay, and then we need another one. So 2 1/4. Two. Now we need a 1/4 cup. Why do I feel like Jean's missing cups? Okay. And then a 1/4. 2 1/4 of flour. All right, we have the flour done. Now we're going to put in, we need a teaspoon of baking soda. Let me grab a teaspoon. Pure baking soda. And then we need a teaspoon of salt. Pretty easy. You could put walnuts into this. Not just because of dental. I kind of like it just like a Nestle Toll House cookie with chocolate chips in it. 1 teaspoon of salt went in. So we did our flour, our baking soda, our salt, our butter, our 2 sugars, white sugar and brown sugar, and our vanilla, 2 large eggs. And now we're going to try to mix this without making a humongous mess. But it doesn't really take really long to bring the cookies together. I just don't want it flying all over. Until you get it off the side of the bowl, and that's pretty good. You don't have to over mix. And then we're going to scrape down the sides of the bowls. So do you like the nails? Is that not like so nice of Jay to do that? So nice. And I'm glad I went just because it got me away from here and gave me a, you know, a break. Vlogmas has been very, very busy. And I feel like, well, I'm definitely having that soup tonight. And you can't go wrong with a good chocolate chip cookie or 2 for dessert. Like I said, we had dinner last night and Stampede chocolate cake, I think it is. And I still have some of that left. So yeah, we'll see what we can get into on this vlog. See if I end up doing another recipe after this one. We shall see. Okay, that's that. Let me... that's probably not the smartest thing to do. Let me take out the cookie sheet. Okay, so since I wasn't sure what recipe I was doing next, I decided to do a quickie kitchen reset and clean up a few things. Okay, so now I'm going to put the oven on 350, and we need 2 cups of Nestle Toll House. So this is brand new. Might need a knife to get that open. I grabbed it at Sam's. So, they say you can pull it, but there we go. got like a Ziploc type of bag. Not too bad. Okay, so quick mix on this. That's good. Like I said, I have the cookie sheets with parchment paper on it. And I'm going to scrape the paddle. This kitchen is really, really chilly today. So it affects all baked goods when it's colder. So maybe having the oven on will warm it up if I decide to do the next recipe. Just trying to get it all off the spatula. Well, some off the spatula. Okay. Put that in the trash, and we need 2 cups of chocolate chips. So I'm going to use a half cup for now because I don't know what happens to Jean's cup. One. And 2. I'll put this over here. Get it out of the way. Now you can turn the mixer on and just mix them up, or you can stir them in. I am just going to give it a quickie mix. Put the chocolate chips in there, and then we're going to start scooping them out. There we go. Matter of minutes to make some fresh Nestle Toll House cookies. This is not the best scraper, but we will make 2. Now we really want to make sure we get as much as possible off the beater. Because, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to make another recipe or what I've decided to do yet. And by the time I got home last night, I had to pay my cell phone bill. But I was uploading the hearty cabbage, well, the hearty Italian cabbage sausage soup. The latest I've ever, and I just made it. I think I uploaded it at 11:45 last night. And then I had to call in my cell phone payment. And that little piece is for me. Okay. Now, we're going to get the pans ready. Okay, let me turn you around this way. And I'm going to start scooping out the cookies. We're at 218. I have to preheat 350. There's our paper. Get a scooper. Here. And we're going to start scooping out the cookie dough. One normal scoop. Let me zoom you in a bit so you could see what's going on. And then I have 2 cookie racks out, cooling racks. Jean made her and Thomas's chocolate chip cookies. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, all these things that I'm making for the holidays, and who does not make a chocolate chip cookie? And that would have been me, because I completely forgot to make any at all. So, as soon as the oven preheats, you'll know, because it'll start beeping. And we can get 2 trays in at a time and get these cookies off the list. And I still have the Dutch oven up here from when I was making bread. So I think I'm going to move it closer to remind myself to go take it back downstairs. So there's one done. You can wet your fingertips and just give it a little push down, like so. You don't have to, but okay. Let's see if we have room. I'll just move these off of here. If you hear barking, it's because there's dogs here. And they were carrying on earlier today. So, it's a house of multiple dogs. Okay, let's start putting cookies on this tray. I think the dogs are kind of acting up a little bit because the neighbor in the back who has a German Shepherd, that dog has been barking for a few hours now. I'm just doing 3 across. I know this is not exciting, but these are keeping me company. I'm getting another thing off my list. Back to that soup yesterday. I was telling my niece today about it. She's definitely like a soup person, and I said, and she's got a lot of kids. I said, it feeds a lot, and it's economically affordable. You don't have to do the hot sausage. It also doesn't make the soup spicy, but really good. You can feed a lot of people, considering how expensive everything is today. And then I also spoke to Debbie, who sent me a picture of her Christmas cake. And literally, there is like 2 pieces left. Oh, goodness gracious. Her husband, Don, absolutely loved it. She did too, but yeah, he's pretty much eating the whole thing. But that's okay. So I sent it over there so they can have a lovely sweet treat. Here we go. Oven is preheated. There are the cookies, both trays. I'm going to put them in the oven. I think it's 10 to 12 minutes. Whoa. Almost dropped my whole bag. 9 to 11 minutes or until golden brown. Yes, I had to look at the recipe. And I have to seal that bag better. So 9 to 11 minutes. When they come out, I'll bring you back. Okay, so the first batch is going to be getting ready to come out of the oven in just another minute or 2. So the edges are crispy if you want a good Nestle Toll House. I wanted to show you this. There goes my timer going off. Jean gave all this for the chickens. So they're going to love that over the holidays for sure. And I took the trash out and cleaned up very quickly. So let me start pulling the cookies out. And that is how I like, I still have my jacket on. And that is how I like my Nestle Toll House cookies, where they're just slightly around the edge, because then you don't get the rock hard ones. One I flattened and one I didn't, just to see how they came out, and they look pretty identical. Okay, let's start putting these yummy looking cookies over on the cooling rack. Normally I'll let them sit there for like a minute or two. Taking my jacket off. It's a little zip up thing that I wear all the time in all my videos. It's either black or gray. Okay. Normally I will let them sit on the tray for just a minute or two, and then I will start putting them on the cooling rack. That's just another tip. But hopefully you can see in this spot, Jean still has some baking stuff out. And I'm just gonna ever so carefully start putting the cookies on the rack. So some of that in the bag that Jean gave to the chickens, she asked if they will eat it, are gourds. And then some pumpkins. So the gourds are probably going to be a little hard to cut. But they could get one a day for the next, or two a day, for the next few days. Well, until they finish them, and they should have quite a bit of yum-yums for over the holidays. So look at the gorgeousness. So that's the cookies. And I'm going to take the next batch off, put the next batch in. I'm not going to bore you to death. If I think I'm going to do another video, I'll bring you back. If not, that will be today's Vlogmas, but we still have to do the advent calendar. So let me deal with the rest of these cookies. Okay, I just spent X amount of time looking all over for that 1 cup measuring cup. I've used it 5,000 times since I've been here, and I know where to put it, and it is just MIA gone. So, let's get this batch on the bottom out. I had extra cookie dough, so in each tray I put an extra cookie right there. And I'm putting them in that. And let me move this over there so I can get them ready to go on the cooling rack. And this is it for the cookies. Perfection. So you don't have to be all fancy if you just want to have a nice cookie for the holiday. You can never go wrong with a Toll House chocolate chip cookie. So let me move these over to here. And I am going to take the lost cookies. Actually, I should have just moved in instead of raising it. Sorry about that. We will get the last of these cookies onto the rack. And then we'll do the advent calendar, because without that 1 cupper, I don't know. I would have technically about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, if I wanted to bake something else. I just don't know. 2 of the things, actually 3, I can't make till it gets a little bit closer. So that's a little dilemma there as well. Push these back. So what I do is I let these cool right here. I let these cool. I still have you zoomed in, let me see. Yes. Okay, I let them cool. Let me turn this oven off. There is that. I'm basically just going to transfer them into the container. I'm glad that I didn't make a double batch, because I don't need a double batch. Even if these were to go to Johnny or Jarrett, which is my 2 sons, I still don't need a double batch. So, all right, let me get these cookies situated, and then we'll do the advent calendar. Okay, let me break one open, which this is still pretty hot. But this is how I like my cookies. Where they're not real hard. Obviously it's warm. That's the piece I broke off. They're like a soft and chewy version, which I love them. I can't stand when chocolate chip cookies get hard as a rock. Nothing beats an original cookie. Nestle Toll House cookie. I'm still over here. Oh, that was so chocolatey and just amazing. Okay, let me stop yapping. Okay, so not too bad just for one batch. Full thing of Nestle Toll House cookies, so that's awesome. So if you're by yourself, or maybe it's just you and your husband, just whip up a little batch. Well, one batch, and you'll get that many cookies. Okay. I just have to find the lid, and then we will do the advent calendar. I keep saying that, but they look fabulous and taste even better. Okay, looks like that's the only recipe I'm going to do today. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break today for the rest of it, because I can't get involved in something else. And then those two come in, and I'm not going to get copyrighted and stuff like that from the TV. So, we'll pick back up tomorrow and see what I can get done as far as what else is needed before Christmas, because I'm being volunteered to do a couple things that I wasn't planning on. Okay, so we have to look for 21. Let's see. Oh, I got my glasses on my head. Let's see if I can find it this time. There's 24, 22. We're looking for 21. And there it is, 21. Again, a great big shout out to Jay for dinner, the pampering, the nails, the pedicure. I really, really, really appreciate it. I was even making a joke when we were getting our feet done, because, you know, he's going to an island, lucky he. And I said, wow, so my hands will look nice in the camera? Because, you know, it's been a hot minute since I got my nails done. All right, let's see if I can pop this open a little bit better than how they have it. And we got a green one. Okay, I really do think we will end up getting one of the bears. I don't know if it would be a full size, but I'm looking for that one still, and this one as we get closer to Christmas. So, all right, my friends. Today, a basic batch of cookies. Nothing wrong with that. Make yourself some Nestle Toll House cookies, and just enjoy them. Because I know I will. And there's my piece of candy, and I will catch you all tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 22. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right. I love you all, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye, friends.